It's the final countdown here in our NSAC tournament as we make our final stop of our campus tour here in Loyola Heights at the Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym. Neutral grounds for all four teams competing today, but a great stage nonetheless for the best of college basketball to go head to head. It's a very beautiful Sunday afternoon for hoops as we kick off our final game day with a rematch of champions as we crown the new champions of the NSAC later on. Now, your game at hand for our third place matchup, it's gonna be a champion clash between San Beda and LaSalle as they are going head to head for the bronze. Yesterday we saw the culmination of the semis as NU came back from behind to beat San Beda, while DLSU could not complete the comeback in OT as UST booked its ticket, which has set us up for this championship clash rematch for the bronze. Now, my name is Joshua D, and we're glad to have you with us wherever you may be catching the NSAC 2026 College Basketball Campus Tour, where the best of college basketball go head to head. Now, before we dive into the action, let's first take a look at our head to head stats between our two champions for the NCAA and the UAAP. Now, as we take a look at some of our stats, noticeably, DLSU does shoot a better percentage from the field and from three-point land. So that will be a big factor for San Beda to try to stop. While the rebounding averages are quite close, DLSU does also have the advantage in sharing the ball in their assist totals. While for San Beda, it's all about getting those steals and attacking in transition. Again, more or less, this is a battle between two of the best programs in the NCAA and the UAAP. So we are going to be in for a treat here in our bronze game today. Now, first, for the NCAA champs in San Beda, they have a couple of keys that they have to do to win this ball game. First off, these two teams have faced off where it was only a 1-point win for the Red Lions. Now, if they want a repeat of that, they need to stay aggressive offensively, attack the Archers, and force them to play physically. Next, we know that LaSalle is the bigger team, so they can't allow them to set up defensively. They have to run the fast break, attack in transition. And lastly, they need to close out on the shooters of LaSalle. You have to stop the production from Amos, Makalalag, Abadam, and especially Jacob Cortez if they want to win the bronze here today. Now, moving on to the tough side of things for LaSalle, it's quite simple what they have to do in order to get them back from their last game. First, they need to crash the boards with a purpose. We know that they are without Mike Phillips, who already graduated, but they got to win the rebounding battle, especially against the smaller team in San Beda. That is why they lost previously. They lost that rebounding battle 51-42. Next up, they got to attack the paint. Attacking the paint will free up some passing lanes and allow their amazing shooters to get good looks. And lastly, they have to put less priority on some ISO plays. DLSU has to avoid going one-on-one and instead exploit the size mismatch that they have against the NCAA champs. Now let's see which team can get things done and close out their NSAC campaign with a bronze. But for now, let's turn things over to our game announcer for our starting lineups. As we take a look at our starters, first for San Beda and Coach Yuri Escueta, we've got Estacio, Lina, Vailoses, Torculas, and Song Kuya. A bit of a mix-up here, hopefully trying to match up size-wise with LaSalle. Now for DLSU, we've got Makalalag, Pablo Cortez, John T. Miller, and Mason Amos. The two former Red Lions will be starting this one. Cortez and Miller hoping to get one back against the NCAA champs. Again, If you weren't here to catch that game on April 12th in San Beda, the Red Lions defeated the De La Salle Green Archers 77-76 in an amazing ball game. That was highlighted, of course, with a half-court three-pointer by Mason Amos, but that was not enough. But let's see here today who will come out on top, especially with a bronze medal and a podium finish on the line here in our NSAC 2026 College Basketball Campus Tour. Both of these teams trying to find a groove, more or less. They had a ton of key graduates. So now this preseason is all about centering themselves, finding out who is going to step up and who is going to deliver. And deliver they must if they want to claim a podium finish here in our NSAC tournament.
This is the battle for the third of your NSAC 2026.
San Beda will get a first crack at the basket. Bailoses gets it to Torculas. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bailoses back to Torculas. Aldos, no look pass, but unfortunately no one was there to receive it. So DLSU will get their first chance at the basket. Mason Amos, he was huge in that overtime game against UST, 23 points for him. So let's see if he can keep the fire going for LaSalle. We get it to Amos. Back to Miller. Back to Amos. Fires a quick triple. Not quite. Stasio will push this one forward. That's intercepted. Cortez. That pass intercepted but picked up by Pablo. 14 to work with. Ball possession will remain with the Green Archers. They got 11 seconds to work with on that shot clock. Cortez on inbounding duties. Gets it to Amos, 10 seconds. Jacob Cortez, mid-range J, off the glass, no good. Bizlina will get that rebound. Benny Estacio. There's Estacio against Cortez. Estacio finds Lina underneath. Couldn't finish. DLSU with another crack at the basket. We are still at a deadlock, 0 apiece. Amos to Makalalag. Buries the three-pointer. That's the first three-pointer and the first points of this ball game. Great sign for DLSU. JC Makalalag last game had 16 points. Has to really emerge as the third scorer for DLSU, especially with Boris Marasigan still returning from an injury. Bailoses, double teamed. Torculas underneath. Gonna get it there. Here comes DLSU. Get it to Pablo. Luis steps back into it. Back to Cortez. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Mason Amos shrugs it off for the fadeaway. It's a 5-0 start for DLSU. Sampuya trying to feed it to Torculas, who had the mismatch and just couldn't handle the pass. So far, the Red Lions trying to establish themselves in the paint. Just can't seem to get things to go. 0 of 3 to start this ball game. 5-0 start for DLSU. Amos, the hand off to Miller. Pass to Amos, a bit too strong. Beda will go the other way. Here's Penny Estacio. Stops, fires the three, and will bury it. San Beda gets on the board via a Penny Estacio triple. Jonty Miller will attack. Jonty Miller and one. That is what he provides for DLSU, the scoring punch. Take a look first at the Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway by Mason Amos. Nothing but net. One of the purest shooters here. And Penny Estacio on the other end will respond with a three-pointer. As Jonty makes the free throw. 8-3 is your score. Still a 5-point lead for DLSU. Estacio picks up his dribble. Sampuya, they kick it by Loses for three. That's short. Torculas is there. Still can't buy a basket. DLSU will go the other way. Cortez kicks it. Miller for three. That's a three-pointer for Jonty Miller. Torculas on the outlet. Couldn't handle it. Nice attempt there by Penny Estacio. Push that ball forward. Here comes JC Macalalag. Amos for three. Back-to-back three-pointers, DLSU. And that will force Coach Yuri Escueta of San Beda to call timeout. Just saw a 6-0 run courtesy of the DLSU Green Archers. Back-to-back triples first from Mason Amos and Jonty Miller, bringing them to a 14-3 start, an 11-point lead with 6 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in our first quarter. A great start for the boys in white and green. So we're seeing some substitutions here for LaSalle. The FSA Mo Kulang will see some minutes, as well as Toy Dumo. For San Beda, a former Baby Green Archer. Mako Dabao seeing some minutes here. Dabao, mid-range J. That's short. Here come the Archers. Pablo. He has the mismatch against Dabao. They get it to Kulang underneath. Couldn't get it off the glass. Mako Dabao will bring this one down against Jacob Cortez. Dabao to Marcelo. Ball will stay with them. 3 seconds remaining for San Beda to make something work here. Dan Marcelo, baseline jumper is good, and that is a tough shot by Dan Marcelo, who has proven in this tournament that he is a big-time scorer. Still a 9-point lead. Mo Kulang for three. No good. They're looking to push the pace. Here comes Zed Etulie. Zed will be fouled. Ball will stay with the Red Lions. (14-5) is your score with 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Amo Davao will inbound. They get it to Hawkins. Now Marcelo will run the point and look to ignite some offense here. Zedetulie against the bigger Mo Kulang, steps back, short. The Archers are on the attack here. There's Miller. Jonty steps back, and that mid-range jumper is pure. Jonty Miller is feeling it here today, already surpassing his total in their last matchup. He only had 4 in that game. Here today, he already has 7 points. It will be an offensive foul on Lawrence Hawkins. It's an illegal screen. Now we're going to see some substitutions. Jason Sybil will check into this ball game, as well as LeBron James Diab. Dungo. Back to Miller. Jonty finds LeBron underneath. LeBron James Diab with the baseline jumper. Marcelo looking to answer back. Gets it to Etulie. 12 seconds on the shot clock for San Beda. Marcelo, bullet pass to the corner. Etulie hesitates, steps back, and delivers. A tough shot and a tough move from one of the premier shot makers in the NCAA. Jason Sybil. Back to Jonty, who fires a 3. That's off to the right. Kulang is there, and Kulang will score. Mo Kulang's first point of this ball game. It's 20-7. And that's going to be a steal. Back to Jonty Miller. Jonty up and under. That's an offensive foul on Jonty Miller. Take a look first at this tough move by Zed Etule over the outstretched arms of Mo Kulang. Nasty move by Zed Etule. 20-7 is your score, a 13-point lead by the Green Archers. And no lead is safe. We saw this yesterday. San Beda was up by as big as 13 at the half. But NU, of course, coming out on top in this one as Hawkins will get the end one. That's what we talked about earlier today. The rebounding battle is going to be huge, especially for a smaller team in San Beda. As Earl Abadam has checked in, Hawkins will complete the 3-point play. So now it's just a 10-point lead for DLSU. Abadam. Sybil finds Daep underneath. Took some extra steps there, and that will be a traveling violation. San Beda getting some quality stops here as of late. The question is, who will ignite that offense? They need a spark desperately. Still a lot of time left in this game as Davao will be fouled. Marcelo will wait for the pick from Hawkins. Marcelo against Kulang. They kick it. Gonzalida for 3. No good. Here comes Earl Abadam. Abadam spins. Gets it to Kulang. Kulang hop step. Couldn't quite deliver. Marcelo will track things down. Dan Marcelo. Nice move there. That's intercepted by Doy Dungo. Dungo gets it to Abadam, left wide open for three. That's short. It's Beda dodging a bullet there. As Bonzalita brings things down. The pass just a bit wide. We're seeing all of these turnovers costing San Beda as they're unable to convert offensively. That is why DLSU is up 20-10. Sibol gets it to Abadam. Back to Daep. 15 seconds to work with on their shot clock. Tungo. Floater, too strong. Hawkins is there for that rebound. Hamora back to Hawkins. Back to Hamora. Get it back to RC. Hamora will oblige with a three and will bury the three-pointer. Putting that lead back to single digits. 7-point lead by DLSU. Our final 35 seconds of this first quarter. Sibol threads the baseline. Back to Abadam. Back to Sibol. 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Sibol will oblige with a long three. That's off. Kulang is there and Mo Kulang will deliver. 13 seconds remaining in our first quarter. Swing it. That's a three-pointer if it goes for Halbuena. That is it. That is the end of our first quarter. The UAAP champs DLSU are ahead against the NCAA champs in San Beda 22-13. We'll be back for our second quarter. Take a look at some of our highlights from our first quarter. Jonty Miller, man on a mission, 8 points already today, while Dan Marcelo and San Beda still trying to reignite their offense, slowly but surely clawing their way back. But contributions such as that one from LeBron James Diab, keeping things quite far at a distance for DLSU. So on the other hand, they will need more production from people just like Kyle Hamora if they want to make this comeback. But still, there's still a lot of time left in this ball game. 22-13 is your score in favor of DLSU. San Beda with a quality stop there. Hamora will bring things down against Sibol. To Halbuena. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Hamora stops. Unable to convert there, fighting for the rebound. Things will go the other way. The size mismatch, especially with Mo Kulang in the paint, causing the Red Lions to hustle and tussle. They'll need to fight a bit harder to secure those boards. Evan Cagate. Nice feed underneath. They get it to Goliena. EJ all the way will score. EJ Goliena, a spark plug for DLSU off the bench. It's Bizlina against Gagate. Lina, the hook shot. Too strong. DLSU looking to start this one strong as EJ Goliena will be fouled. Shoot 2 free throws for his troubles. Salvador Torculas will check in, as well as Boris Marasigan. In their last game, he only played 4 minutes, recovering from an ankle injury that he sustained earlier in the NSAC tournament. He didn't play in their original eliminations game. And hopefully Vor is looking to make up for that. Goliena goes 2 of 2 from the line, makes it a 13-point lead once again for DLSU. Mora, back to Kalima, corner 3, that's his spot, and he will make that count. That is what RC does best, catch and shoot, and he loves those corners. Here's Sybil. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Sybil spins, finds Gagate underneath. That's short. Goliena is there. Abadam for 3. Not this time. Kalimag will bring this one down. The Red Lions with a chance to cut this lead down once more. Kalimag couldn't get back-to-back triples there. Here comes Sybil. Sybil spins. Is hounded by the red shirts. Goliena will try a 3. Still not falling. Bizlina underneath, kicks it back to RC Kalimag. Torculas is there, and Aldous Torculas will score on the second attempt. To fight a bit harder. Abadam. That's short. Beda looking to reignite their offense here. Need to show some more fight in this battle for the bronze. Corner 3, Halbuena. Amora is there with it. Torculas against Marasigan. Torculas will be fouled. It's going to be a pushing foul on Boris Marasigan. You can see him scratching his head. He knew that he got caught. As Jacob Cortez is reinserted into this ball game, as well as Ryle Melencho. Beda still with 14 seconds to work with for a quality shot attempt. Marcelo. Back to Kalima. Mid-range J. That's strong. Torculas once again is there, and he will be rewarded with 2 free throws. You know, as a coach, Yuri Escueta, you have to love what Aldous Torculas brings. A walking mismatch all around. Just his length and his ability to do everything. They will need more from him. Aldous will miss the first. In their loss against NU, Aldous only had 8 points. Looking for more of an impact. Torculas misses them both. And on the other hand, Boris Marasigan will challenge. Melencho is there. Boris to Gagate. Beautiful ball movement leading to the easy basket. Now back to a 10-point lead for DLSU. Marcelo back to Torgulas. It's a long two, no good. Here comes Jacob Cortez. Jacob against Marcelo. Will get the foul. Will get 2 free throws for that one. Let's take a look. There's Aldos Torgulas. Crashing the boards with a purpose, as we'd like to say. But on the other hand, DLSU sharing the sugar. Seven Gagate gets his first points of this ball game. Jacob Cortez will go to the line for 2 free throws. Jacob, a 65% free throw shooter in season 88 of the UAAP. Cortez will make the second. Cultura check in for San Beda. Coach Yuri Escueta shuffling his lineup here, seeing who will provide that spark offensively. It's Marcelo. Use the pick from Lina. Send it to the corner, back to Bismarck. Against Mason Amos. Bismarck, Lina, reverse. Will be fouled. That foul will be on Mason Amos. This will be Bismarck Lina going to the line for 2 free throws. He is a 57% free throw shooter in the NCAA. Makes the first, cuts down the lead to 11. Splits from the line. Still an 11-point lead for DLSU. Amos with the nice cross. They feed it Cortez. Amos back to Miller. Miller will oblige with a 3. In and out. Marcelo will bring this one across. That Marcelo had 20 points in their last game as Kalimag. Corner 3, no good. To Marcelo, up and under. Just a bit too strong. The LSU will come with it. Here's Cortez on the cross. A beautiful floater. And Jacob Cortez will score. That's his first field goal of today. It will be a foul on Chanti Miller. How could we forget? Early in this tournament, Jacob Cortez was a man on a mission against San Beda. He started that game previously with 18 points in the half. Now today there's a bit more stakes as this is for the bronze. A podium finish is on the line. It's a 3-pointer. A short. Marcelo, 9 seconds to work with, splits the defender's floater, is good for Dan Marcelo. A tough basket. Masigan back to Miller. Get it to Amos in the post. He has a mismatch there. Mason, bully ball, hook shot, too strong. San Beda will go with it. They're still down by 11, unable to cut this lead down. That is going to be a careless turnover, which will definitely not help their cause. LSU with possession. 10 seconds to work with. Jonty Miller using the pick from Amos. Mason back to Miller for 3. Jonty Miller puts it through. Jonty Miller now in double digits, 11 points in this ball game. As Marcelo drops it off. Kick it. It's a three-pointer if it goes. That's off to the right. Again, the offense of San Beda has not been there today. Whether it's been the looks they have been given or these tough shots, but for LaSalle, it's been a great day shooting from three-point line. Jonty Miller leading all scorers with 11. Lorenzo will bring this one across. Ryle all the way. Will be fouled. That will mean 2 free throws for DLSU. As we see Altus Torculas and Mako Davao check back in for San Beda. Ryle Melencio will be taking 2 free throws to extend that lead even further. Ryle makes the first. In this NSAC 2026 college basketball campus tour, we've really seen DLSU find their identity as a team. In the first few games, they looked a little lost, especially without Mike Phillips. But slowly and surely, they've managed to find their way. They could walk away here today with a podium finish. So far, a 16-point lead for DLSU. Luis Pablo will check in for Mason Amos. Officials will be checking things over, just making sure everything is nice and tidy before Mako Davao will head to the line for 2 free throws. Mako Davao from that high school program of De La Salle Zobel, committed to San Beda. Looking to join a lineage of great point guards from that program, Evan Nelly, Jacob Cortez, and the like. Davao splits from the line. A 15-point lead for DLSU. Martinez hounded by Davao there. Davao will force a jump ball. Martinez having a bit of trouble getting past Mako Davao. Ball possession will go the way of the Red Lions. So we see a new big man inserted for DLSU. That's going to be Dom Sarmiento. Did not see much minutes in season 88, but he was a member of that lineup. Davao hounded there. Davao will get it back, kicks it to the corner. Torculas hesitates, drops it off. Basket will not count. That will be a foul on the floor. Yet we're starting to see that San Beda offense come alive. Sometimes you only need a couple of good possessions, and that will be it for your team to get it going. Torculas, 2 free throws for him. He misses the first. Aldos has brought the energy with those offensive rebounds. Now let's see if he can convert that into points via these free throws. Still a 15-point lead for DLSU. As he makes the second, make that 14. We still got 3 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in this half. Quines against Torculas. Get it to Makalalag. JC. Gets it back to Pablo. Back to Makalalag for 3. Not quite. Mako Davao will bring things across for Beda. Hawkins feeds Torculas underneath. Torculas against Sarmiento. Second attempt. Marcelo ends up with it. Corner 3, Marcelo, that's short. DLSU gets the stop. Ines will choose to be patient with it. There's no need to rush. They are up by 14. Pablo fakes the handoff against the smaller Hawkins. Pablo steps back. Will miss. Marcelo is there for the board. Stand Marcelo. Two-man game with Hawkins. Find Bonzalita, who buries the mid-range jumper. That lead has been cut down, and that will force the DLSU to call timeout. We'll be right back after this. We take a look first. The mid-range J by Bonzalida, looking to ignite some offense for the Red Lions. Cutting that lead down to just 12. It was as low as 8 earlier in this second quarter. But since then, DLSU has been rock solid in terms of their defense and their offense. And we've still got 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in this first half. A lot of adjustments to be made by both sides. And you are joining us here in the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour 2026. So this is your battle for bronze. Later, we'll have the awarding ceremony as well as the finals between NU and UST. But for now, it's the LSU and Beda. Quines steps back. Can't get it. Beda secures that board. Here's Torculas against Pablo. Torculas, beautiful move. Couldn't get the finish. They get an offensive rebound. Swing it, Davao, top of the key 3. Still no go for them. That will be a foul on Jason Makalala for holding. Beda showing some energy, crashing those boards with intention. That is what they need if they want to get back into this game. Lawrence Hawkins will make the first. You can see Coach Yuri Escueta on the sidelines cheering his boys on, knowing that now is not the time for negativity. Hawkins will split. 11-point lead for DLSU. Ines all the way is denied, but that will be a foul on Hamora. That will be the first foul on Kyle Hamora. Ines will go to the line. We've seen DLSU experiment with a lot of backup point guards. Trying to look for that guy who will push that second unit. We've got Guinness. For a while, it was Dungo as well as Goliena. And even earlier on, Irish Kokia. But again, that is why you have these types of tournaments, for you to figure things out before the actual collegiate season. Guinness goes 2 of 2 from the line. Back to a 13-point lead for De La Salle. Hamora brings it down. Hamora swings. Gonzalida for 3. Again, Kyle Hamora is there. Torculas will try a triple. Still no go, but Gonzalida misses on the third attempt. That is going to be another foul on the Green Archers. Beda, they're getting the looks. They just need to start knocking them down for us to have a ball game here. There's going to be 2 free throws here for Gonzalida. As JC will miss the first. JC Gonzalida makes the second. And DLSU will take no chances. They will be calling timeout. Joining us here in our second quarter, where we've got 54.5 seconds remaining between our battle of champions for the bronze. DLSU is up 39-27. Still a lot of time for some quality baskets before the half, where I'm sure some adjustments are going to be made. To get it to Quines. Sarmiento will fire a triple. It's a confident looking jumper there by Dom Sarmiento. Just couldn't find the bottom of the basket. Now here comes Beda. Gonzalida swings it to Hawkins. Hamora for 3. That's short. Again, the ball movement, the shots are there. They just aren't falling. Nakalalag underneath. can't get the bounce. Torculas will bring this one down. Kalimag for three. Bonsolida is there. Kalimag will try a bit closer. Still can't buy a basket. That will be the end of our first half. 39 to 27 is your score. DLSU is currently up by 12. A lot of adjustments are going to be made. So stick with us for another half of our battle for third. We'll be right back. people joining us here in the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour 2026. We're so far in our battle for bronze. DLSU leads 39 to 27 as we take a look at some of our highlights of this half. The first quarter was all DLSU, a strong showing from them, 22 points compared to 13 for San Beda. The Red Lions wouldn't go down without a fight, slowly but surely inching their way back into the game thanks to some timely baskets and some effort plays, such as that one from JC Bonzalida. But at the end of the day, so far, DLSU is still up on top, 39 to 27, a 12-point lead. Now let's take a look at some of our numbers in terms of field goal. DLSU is shooting a lot better, 60% from the field compared to San Beda, only shooting at about a 40% clip. While for free throws, DLSU is a perfect 9 of 9, while those free throws from San Beda, 6 of 13, could come back to cost them. The rebounding going the way of San Beda, but they're still unable to convert from those second chance points. So let's see if that will play a factor in our second half. And we'll take a look at our leading scorers for San Beda. You've got Hawkins with 4, Marcelo with 4, and Hamora with 3. While for DLSU, it's Jonty Miller with 11, Mason Amos with 5, and Jacob Cortez with 4. So San Beda really needs to find some more players to ignite that offense if they want to make this comeback and if they want to win a bronze medal here in the NSAC. Now let's take a look at our choice play of the half. Jacob Cortez attracts so much attention from the defense of San Beda. Look as how he drives here. He's got 3 defenders, all eyes on Jacob. But the frame of mind of Jacob Cortez, knowing that with everyone watching him, Jonty Miller just makes that slight cut to the right towards the corner, leaving him wide open for a 3-pointer. That is going to be our choice play of the half. Jacob Cortez, just such a smart player, knowing how to use his gravity to his advantage. Our second half is about to get on our way. Our DLSU is up 39 to 27, a 12-point lead. And again, San Beda was up by 12 as well in their last game against NU. It was only in the second half where NU made that comeback and booked their ticket to the finals. So San Beda looking to learn from that and mimic NU coming back down 12. But for DLSU, so far they have been rock solid offensively and defensively. It was really a team effort all around as they seem to have found their identity here in the NSAC. Abadam to Cortez, back to Abadam. Earl Abadam, that's stolen. Here comes San Beda. Hamora. They swing it, Songkuya underneath. Thought he was fouled there, but no call by our officials. You have to play on. Abadam. Back to Pablo. Here's Earl. Jacob. They're sharing that ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Luis Pablo. Nice pass there to JC. Who will deliver the 3-pointer? Whenever you need a shot, one of the Green Archers is always there. JC Makalalag, right place at the right time for that 3-pointer. Lead back at 15. Cortez, back to Pablo. That's 5-0 to start the quarter and the half. Amora kicks it to the corner. They can't respond. Dive is there. Here's Cortez. Jacob feeds it to Pablo underneath. 7-0 run to start this quarter. That will force San Beda to call timeout. Timeout, Coach Yuri Escueta. take a look. JC Makalalag burying the triple. And Luis Pablo doing Luis Pablo things. All the intangibles underneath. 7-0 start. A nice feed by Cortez. That's 4 points in this run from Luis Pablo. And DLSU now up ahead by 19. 46-27. Again, for San Beda, it hasn't been the quality of looks. They've been getting great shot attempts. The big factor is they're still unable to knock them down. And the LSU, on the other hand, we know that when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And the LSU is one heck of a tough team to face when they have a medal on the line. Hamora. They try to feed it underneath, but that will be a foul on Daep. Ball will stay with the Red Lions. San Beda with 14 seconds to work with. But this will be a timeout by DLSU. We'll be right back after this timeout. You're still joining us here in our third quarter of our battle for the third place between San Beda and DLSU, where DLSU is currently still on top, 46-27. But we've still got 8 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in this third quarter. And now San Beda with a fresh 14 to work with. So let's see what they can draw up to get some offense going. Betulie. Back to Hamora. Kyle Hamora. Etulia spins, loses control. That triple will not count. That is a shot clock violation. And the offensive woes continue for San Beda. We have to credit the stifling defense of DLSU. This is Jason Sensibol. Marasigan. Dungo left, wide open, corner three. Can't put it through. But Sibol is there. Marasigan will try a triple. And that's Boris Marasigan for three. That is now a 10-0 run to start this third quarter. The lead is now 22 points. Amora, nice feed to Atulia, is denied. But they say that will be a foul. 2 free throws for San Beda. As some substitutions will come in, a platoon substitution for Coach Yuri Escueta. Not liking what he is seeing so far. Zed Etulia will go to the line for 2 free throws. Etulia is a 70% free throw shooter in the NCAA. Lead still at 19. Hawkins fighting for it. Amos gets it. LaSalle will go the other way. Here's Dungo. Back to Amos. Back to Dungo. will reset. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Amos, baseline, J is pure. DLSU is just sharing the ball, looking for the best available shot. That's why their percentage has been so high. Atulia to Hawkins underneath is fouled. Sometimes when the shots aren't falling, the best way to get things going is by going to the free throw line. First, let's take a look. Baseline J from Mason Amos. He didn't even need to jump. That is the quality of shooter Mason Amos is. So Lawrence Hawkins will go to the line for 2 free throws. Will miss the first. Again, these free throws are coming back to haunt them. Already missing a ton of free throws. That is 0 of 2. That is the 15th missed free throw. It's Davao. Mid-range J. In and out. They still can't buy a basket. As Hawkins kicks it. Bonzalida for 3. Finally gets the lid off. JC Bonzalida will make it. And Mako Davao with the extra effort will give San Beda another possession. Lead is now at 20 points. San Beda need to cut things down and cut things down quick. Hawkins back to Davao. Kalimag back to Hawkins. He will be fouled. So Lawrence Hawkins will have a chance to avenge himself from the free throw line with 2 more free throws. So Hawkins will make the first, cuts that lead down to 19. Hawkins goes 2 of 2. Definitely making up for that last trip where he missed both. Sibol. Back to Marasigan. Boris Marasigan against Bonzalida. That will be a foul. Blocking foul.
Blocking foul by number 8, JC Bonzalida. It's first one on the event.
Boris Marasigan slow to get up, but he gave his teammates the thumbs up. He's good to go. And they're asking for a shooting foul, but they will get an inbound instead. Seibel on the inbound. They get it to Amos. 12 seconds to work with. Mason all the way. No good. Hawkins is there for that board. Here comes Mako Davao. Davao mid-range J. That's short. Bonzalida passes it to the wrong man. Here come the Green Archers. Amos. A beautiful scoop layup is good. Sometimes the layup is just as pretty as a dunk. Mason Amos showing it there. 4 points in this quarter. Etulie underneath. Hawkins. Bothered by Kulang. DLSU with a chance to extend this lead once again. Sibol. Jason spins, loses the ball. Ball possession will remain with DLSU. Take a look. Mason Amos takes off for a beautiful looking finger roll. And that lead is still at 20 points. Boris Marasigan will inbound for the Green Archers. 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Marasigan, 6 seconds. He'll have to go, Boris. That is going to be an offensive foul on Mo Kulang. San Beda will get that ball back. As Mo Kulang will sit for 7 Gagate. Still a 20-point lead for DLSU with 5 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Aldous Torculas being subbed back in, trying to look for who is going to spark some life into their offense. Torculas against Amos. Torculas, no look. Can't get it to go. And here comes Boris Marasigan. Boris, head of steam, will score. And looks like Aldous Torculas is down on the other end. He's holding on to his foot. We hope Aldous is all right. He did provide some sparks, crashing the boards, bringing the energy. He looks to walk things off. So we have some substitutions here. This will be Efron coming in for Torculas. Take a look at what could have happened there. Torculas, you see, no contact, maybe just a misstep of the foot. Hopefully he will be okay. Kalimag, they get it. Kai Efron, corner three, no good. Mason Amos is there for that board. 22-point lead for DLSU. They get it to Gagate. 7 Gagate face up. Jay, no good. Ball possession will stay with DLSU. They've still got 14 seconds to work with. Sibol will get it to Marasigan. Marasigan underneath uses his body and scores. And that is what we like to see. Boris Marasigan looking like himself once again to close out the NSAC. It is a 24-point lead. Etule back to Bonzalida. Nice feed there to Dan Marcelo. Just couldn't buy another basket. Sibol will push. Doidungo one-on-one. Back to Gagate. 12 seconds to work with here. Sibol is fouled. That will mean some substitutions here. And we will be seeing our first look at Ram Sharma, a rookie from the LSGH program, making his debut here in the NSAC. This is Daep against Bonzalida. LeBron fadeaway is good. Beautiful looking stroke by LeBron James Daep, showing that bag work that he's worked on from. Sibol. Ticket Bonzalida will bury another jumper. And JC Bonzalida has been a bright spot here today for San Beda, but they're still down by 23 points. Sibol tries to split the defense. Gagate is there. Gagate steps back for three. Can't get it. Will be holding foul on a white shirt. Ball will go the way of San Beda. They're still down by 23 points. So you take a look at this fadeaway. That's why his name is LeBron James, because he makes moves like that happen. And on the other hand, JC Bonzalida with another three-pointer. This is going to be RC Kalimag shooting 2 free throws for San Beda. As he makes the first. The rest of the Red Lions talking things over at halftime. At the half-court line, rather. As Kalimag will miss. Again, free throws are not helping for San Beda. They've already missed 10 free throws in this ball game. Miller, Jonty, the floater is short. Hawkins is there, and that will be a foul on Gagate. Quickly, you see Coach Gian Nazario calling his guys over, trying to talk some sense into them in the terms of their defense. They don't need to foul. They're up currently by 21 points. As Hawkins makes the first. But again, this is a growing moment, a teachable moment for these young guys. Seven Gagate, LeBron, Daep, Ram Sharma, and Gian Kines. Daep gets it to Sharma. They swing it. Back to Sibol. 7 seconds remaining. The pass too strong. Ball will go to the way of the Red Lions. Now it's just a 20-point lead. Still a big lead. For San Beda, the focus has to be getting some quality looks and hopefully stringing together some points as Hawkins makes the lay-in. Cuts things down to 18. Miller, back to Gagate, back to Miller. Look for Jonty to score here with the second unit. Jonty Miller, step back is good. Jonty Miller putting on a show in front of his former team. So almost get the steal there. Richie Kalimag passes to his older brother RC, who steps back. That's too strong. Get another shot at it. Marcelo, three-pointer is good. Now San Beda's offense is fighting. Let's see if they can string together some stops and some buckets and make this a contested ball game. Sibol, back to Jonty. 11 seconds to work with for Miller. To Gagate underneath. I'll say that foul is on the floor. Basket won't count for 7 Gagate. Take a look at this step back move by Jonty Miller. Just so confident with that jumper. On the other end, Dan Marcelo, speaking of confidence, this young man has proven that he is going to be a problem in the NCAA. They get it back to LeBron. Daep underneath. Kicks it to the wrong man. Here comes San Beda. Couldn't finish there. Sibol will go the other way. Sibol fakes, stops, finds LeBron underneath, who scores. LeBron Daep showing the offensive arsenal here with that easy layup. Marcelo feeding underneath. That's going to be Halbuena who will score. San Beda offense is coming alive. The question is it just a little too late as we approach our fourth quarter? Miller. Jonty one-on-one takes a long three. That's a heat check, but Sibol is there. Sibol will try a three. No good. With 12 seconds remaining, Dan Marcelo will stop and pop in and out. 5 seconds in this third quarter. Miller still with some time. 2 seconds. Jonty floater. In and out. And that will be the end of our third quarter. 63-46 is your score. DLSU up ahead comfortably as we head into our fourth and final quarter. take a look at that run to close out the third quarter. Some of our highlights: Boris Manasigan with a triple, and Mason Amos making the pay with a nice scoop layup. It's all DLSU. They have been dominant, extending that lead to as big as 24 in that third. But for now, your score 63-46, and our fourth quarter is on our way. Then San Beda make a last quarter push for the bronze. We are about to find out. Ball will stay with San Beda. As a fan of the Green Archers, you have to be pleased with the way that your guys are playing, showing the effort and really finding their rhythm offensively. Scoliena will bring this one down. EJ, they get it back to Sybil. There's Luis Pablo underneath. Pablo spins, uses the size advantage, and will score. Lead back to 19 for DLSU. Hamora looking for some friends here. Gets it to Halbuena. They swing. Kalima, corner three. Finally gets a three-pointer to fall. Now for San Beda, you still have 9 minutes to go. So you need to start scoring and scoring in numbers if you want to make this comeback. DLSU, they just need to hold the fort and remain as solid as they were for these past three quarters. Miller, 5 to work with. Jonty Miller. Jonty will drive, explodes, and Pablo is there. Who will get the end one? We saw that a lot in the Green Archers run in season 88. Luis Pablo providing that extra effort, getting an end one from that putback. As Bailoses has checked back into this ball game. Luis Pablo will go to the line for an extra free throw here. I expect Luis Pablo to play a major role for DLSU in season 89. That is going to be your breakout star. We are calling it here in the NSAC as Hawkins gets away with it. Miller. They swing it. Here's Pablo. Kines will try a three. No good. That will be a foul and will go the other way. Beda is still down by 17 points, 68-51, with 8 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in our battle for bronze. Here's Mako Davao. Davao is blitzed. That's stolen by DLSU. Kines is denied by Davao. Mako Davao with a sense of vengeance blocking Kines after getting that stolen from. But ball will remain with DLSU. Here's Kines. Gets it to Melenco. They're looking for Jonty. They get it to Jonty Miller. 12 seconds. Fadeaway jumper is good. And that is his move. The light bump into the fadeaway, looking like SGA. Mako Davao against Kines. This time he gets it across. Albuena using the pick from Hawkins. That's intercepted. Here's EJ Coliena to Luis Pablo, who will score. it has been DLSU who has been running in transition. That press and that size advantage paying dividend here for the UAAP champs. Albuena against Pablo. They're hounded here. Mako Davao finally gets a mid-range jumper. That is his spot. Now it's John T. Miller looking to attack here. Pablo back to Goliena, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Melencio. Miller, 4 seconds to go. 2 seconds remaining. John T. will be called for that shot clock violation. Getting a bit too fancy with it. But I'm sure if you are the DLSU coaching staff, you will live with that, with the way Chanti played today. Here's Marcelo. Kick it into Torculas, who couldn't slam it down. Viloses will save it. Marcelo will reset. 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Hawkins tries another dunk, still no good. That's 2 dunk attempts thwarted by DLSU. And Melencio fires off to the right. Goliena. They swing it. Guinness for 3. Still can't get the 3-pointer to go. And Dan Marcelo is there for the board. 5 minutes and 52 seconds remain in our 4th and final quarter. The winner will win the bronze here in our NSAC tournament. Marcelo steps back, corner 3. Too strong. Pablo is there. That will be a foul on a red shirt for pushing. Or rather, that will be called on Luis Pablo for pushing. Now Mo Kulang has checked back into this ball game. So we see Zed Etulie check in as well. Etulie quite quiet for a guy of his stature. Not a lot of shot attempts for him either in today's game. Bonzalita gets it back to Marcelo. 10 seconds on their shot clock. Dan Marcelo against Miller. Couldn't get the basket. And it has been that type of night for San Beda. A lot of great looks for them offensively. Just couldn't get it to fall. Ball possession will stay with them. San Beda with a fresh 14 to work with. They're down by 19. Marcelo back to Etulie. They get it back to Marcelo against Quines. Dan Marcelo steps back for 3. That's off. Chanti Miller is running. Chanti all the way. Can't score. Ball ends up with Zed Etulie. San Beda pushing the pace. Etulie all the way will score. They have to run in transition. They have to beat Mo Kulang because once Mo is in that paint, he is going to be a defensive presence. Kulang back to Quines. Handoff is thwarted. Ball possession will go to San Beda. So we take a look. Zed Etulie. A bit of a fake, fooling Kulang, allowing him for a nice layup there. Morris Maresigan has checked back into this ball game. Jason Seibel will come in as well. That will lead us to a timeout by Coach Yuri Escueta. He will talk things over for San Beda. You're still joining us here in the NSAC 2026 College Basketball Campus Tour when we have 4 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in our battle for bronze. Once again, my name is Joshua D, and we are glad to have you with us here in this beautiful Sunday afternoon for college hoops. Coming up next, we've got the awarding ceremony, and after that, the finals between UST and NU. So stick with us for some college hoops. Viloses misses a three-pointer. DLSU sitting comfortably with an 18-point lead. Kulang. They swing it to Boris, who will take the three-pointer. That's strong. That will be a foul on a red shirt. Then Mo Kulang, the size advantage on him has been tough to deal with for the Red Lions. The LSU with 14. Valencio. Back to Sibol. 10 seconds remaining. Sibol, the handoff. Stolen. And San Beda will go the other way. Marcelo. Marcelo against Sibol. He likes that matchup. Is fouled by Sibol. Dan Marcelo will go to the line for 2 free throws here. Dan Marcelo has been a story in the NSAC. His first game, 13 points, not too big. But then his second game against DLSU is where he made his mark, scoring 17 big baskets. And since then, he has just been a staple for this San Beda team. And expect no less from him in the NCAA season. One of the must-watch point guards to look out for. Marasigan to Kulang. Back to Sibol. Boris Marasigan, 9 seconds to work with. Boris, mid-range J. Off to the right. Ball will stay with LaSalle. So they have 14 seconds still to work with. Boris Marasigan did not see action in the first couple of games for LaSalle, nursing an ankle injury. But it's nice to see Boris back in action here today. LaSalle looking to close out NSAC with a win. Boris skies high, just couldn't score. Here comes San Beda, looking for one last push here. Montalida back to Tule. Torculas will fire for 3 and will bury it. That's the first three-pointer for Algis Torculas in this game. Cuts the lead down to just 12. No lead is safe here in the NSAC. Jonty Miller. Back to Kulang underneath. Mo Kulang hounded, will score. Mo Kulang stops with the bleeding, but credit that to a nice feed by Jonty Miller. Etule against Kulang all the way. That's short. Track it down. Marcelo, 10 seconds on their shot clock. Dan steps back. Misses everything there. And the LSU will regain possession. Still up by 14 points. Sibol will use the pick from Kulang. Back to Boris. Valencio gets it to Miller. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Where will Jonty go to? Steps back for 3 and buries the three-pointer. It has been Miller time for DLSU. Jonty Miller leading all scorers with 16 big points. For the DLSU fans, I'm sure you're going to look forward to seeing Jonty Miller play in the UAAP. The man is a walking bucket and a treat for all Hoops fans to watch. As some final substitutions could be in play here. Ram Sharma will come in for DLSU. So we're down to our last minute and 52 seconds. This game could well be over. 17-point lead being held by DLSU. Hamora. Bonzalida cuts back to Hamora. Back to Bonzalida. He's bothered by Kulang. Is denied. 5 seconds on the shot clock. They have to take a basket. That will be a steal. Miller. Now they will waste some clock here. Jason Seibel stops. And he will be called for traveling. A bit too far from Taft. But that is why traveling. Now Tom Sarmiento will come in. And the LSU giving some minutes to a lot of these guys. And this is their final game of the NSAC. I'm sure they want to make the most out of the quality play here today. Hamora. Kyle Hamora hounded by Sybil, so that he will be called for a foul there. And with a minute and 8 seconds, this could be over with a 17-point lead from DLSU. And we have to credit LaSalle. Since the get-go, they started the game 10-0 run, and since then, they have not put their foot off the gas pedal. A great showing from the Green Archers. And I'm sure they will walk away proudly with a bronze medal here in our NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour. Hawkins will split once again. Just a tough time scoring overall for San Beda in this game as Kulang skies high. He'll be fouled. Wanted to put an exclamation point to go with that bronze medal, but he'll have to earn those 2 points from the stripe. Kulang will go to the line for 2 free throws. Mo will miss the first. And your score is still 77-61. With a minute to go, Kulang will make the second. Hamora caught stepping on the baseline there. You have to credit that to the pesky defense from Jason Sybil. He has been a menace defensively all game long, bothering whoever they have thrown in front of him. Really proving that he deserves some quality minutes. Sybil. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They are going to waste as much time as they can. Sybil. They get it. Miller will fire a 3. No good. San Beda will get that board. They swing it to the corner. They kick it. San Juan, corner 3. That's off. And Kulang will get that board. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. The shot clock has been turned off. And with 15 seconds remaining, DLSU will take the bronze medal here in our NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour. Now we have to credit the aggressiveness from LaSalle. The shooting just quite not there for San Beda, and LaSalle just pushed and pushed with urgency, giving them the win here in the battle for the third. So our final score is 78-61. With DLSU ending their NSAC run with a podium finish. Now our rebounder of the game will come from San Beda. That will be Lawrence Hawkins with 11 boards. So still congratulations to San Beda for a great run here in the NSAC. A lot to build from and a lot of bright spots overall for them. But it will be DLSU taking the bronze medal. They will be taking the third. And that is thanks to that man on your screens, your player of the game, John T. Miller, the former Red Lion, with 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. He led the way from the get-go in that first quarter, and he is going to be your player of the game for DLSU. Now, DLSU will take this one 78-61. But please stay tuned with us. We've still got the awarding ceremony coming up next, as well as our finals between UST and NU, which is surely going to be a fantastic closer for this tournament. Once again, your score for our battle for third: DLSU 78 to Beda 61, and they will take the third place finish. We still got a lot of hoops left in store, so please stay tuned with us here in the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour. For DLSU, you have to credit once again, their offense was flowing from start to finish. As we take a look at some of our highlights, this was actually the best scoring quarter for San Beda overall. But at the end of the day, DLSU's big lead in the third was just too much for them to come back from. We saw quality minutes from almost everyone, whether it was Jonty Miller, Mo Kulang, and the rest of the DLSU squad. But for now, this has been Joshua D, and on behalf of all the amazing crew that make this possible, this has been the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour. Stay tuned as we bring to you up next the awarding ceremonies.
And also, we would like to thank the San Beda Red Lions for their successful season as well. Let's give both teams a big round of applause. Mr. D, Asia Baskets Operations and Manager, and Mr. John Paul Pagdinawan, General Manager for Enter Philippines, to give out our awards. We start off with the team that grounded the third place finish in this edition of the National Student Athletes Championship 2026. The De La Salle Green Archers. Third place finishers will receive bronze medals and a gift bag from Beda, our official first puncher. again, congratulations to our third placer, the DLSU Green Origins.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there.
Tournament team. Throughout this tournament, we have seen the players hold them all for their respective institutions. Such will be awarded our NSAC All-Tournament team. Our awardees will be receiving a gift bag from Daily Road, Fuelsfield Drive, a tender from Omega Houseware, and a plaque from Asia Basket.
Swerving in my low, head on a swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Telephone
It's now deep for all. Christine. First, averaging 5.5 points, 9 rebounds, 1.3 steals, and 1.3 blocks per game. From the National University Bulldogs, Mo Diasela.
because you wasn't right. No matter what, got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say yeah. All I do is win, win, win. And if you go in, put your hands in it, make them stay there.
In the kitchen, hot on the stove, water getting boiled, don't be exposed. System overload, I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them, worst till I burst them up, close them up, toss them up, harder up, close them up, pardon me, I'm close enough, pressure up, don't mess with us. We like the youth in the 80s.
Averaging 12.2 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 3.2 assists per game. One shooting 43.8% from three-point distance. From the DLSU Green Origins, Mason Davis.
That's that shit. Just like this. Wow, the crowd. Just how fly my style. I need a style. Shot so much I can speak Italian. I don't know, I just want it better for my kids. They saying we was from the project.
On the list, averaging 12.8 points, 9.5 rebounds, 4.8 assists, and 2 steals per game. From the USD Lion Tigers, Yellow Irresistible.
Think he did. Back to the crib. Look at how we live. Think I wanna be the team so serious. That's that shit. Just like this.
Next on the list, averaging 12.7 points, 4 rebounds, 7.8 assists, and 1 steal per game. From the DLSU Green Origins, Jacob Cortez.
I guess I clean up my act like president. If not for the pledge, at least for the principle. They got to see me, they got to see me. Like I dropped out a PE. They used to feel invisible. That ain't that shit.
Lastly, averaging 13.7 points, 2.3 rebounds, and 1.7 assists on a 39.2% shooting from the field. From the Sangara Red Lions, Don Marcelo.
Champion. Pop the guns. Stand up. Here he comes. What takes to be number one? What takes to be number one? Champion. Pop the guns. Stand up. Here he comes.
Once again, the NSAC All-Tournament team, Nadia Sara, Mason Amos, Jello Crisosimo, Jacob Cortez, and Don Marcelo.
Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious. That's that shit. So if you don't do it just like this.
Thank you very much to our all-tournament team, but in this five, there can only be one, a player who has been consistent all tournament long, and thus he will be awarded our most valuable player of the tournament. Our MVP will be receiving a gift bag with a basketball from Beda, Fuels Your Drive, a tumbler from Omega Houseware, and the MVP trophy from Asia Basket. Our most valuable player of the National Student Athletes Championship 2026 College Basketball Campus Tour from the DLSU United, the Club, Jacob Cortez.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And everything.
Once again, the most valuable player, Jacob Cortez.
And they say yeah, and they say that. Cause all I do is
When we come back, it's the grand finale of the National Student Athletes Championship 2026 College Basketball Campus Tour. The National University Bulldogs versus the USC Tigers.